Are we all super excited about this new Dior launch of their glowy blush sticks or what? I got all 7 shades. We're gonna do arm swatches, try each one on the cheeks. We're gonna do, as usual, the side-by-sides. This is a first impressions video, but I'm also going to answer some of your questions. Like, for example, is your hair going to stick to your face? Which shades have a shimmer finish? Also, the shades pink and the lilac, they seem almost identical on the skin, so we're gonna take a look at those two closely. Let's see what else. Oh, the pH activation. What is the deal with that?
Bullshit.
How much is that going to change the shades? We're gonna do a test so we know exactly what that pH activation is going to do. Let's start with some arm swatches. I really think that Dior knocked it out of the park with this packaging. I really like it. Let's look here at the label. So we have the name of the shade, made in France. Where is the shelf life? I do not see a shelf life. Weird. It's pretty chunky. Actually, let me show you before I open it. Look at it compared to, for example, their foundation. Their bronzer. Maybe it makes more sense if I compare it to another blush stick. So this is the one from House Apps. Oh, they're about the same size. All right, let's open it up. I love that we have some indication of what the shade is inside. It's not always easy to tell, but it's a nice touch. And then we have the Dior logo all throughout the tube here. Really cool packaging. I love it. It is a little bit, whatever, it is gonna make noise. It's plastic. This is pink lilac. Rosewood, a lot of you guys are interested in this one. Toffee. Candy. Cherry. And berry. 2, 3. So here are all the swatches. We're gonna start the pH adjusting test. We're gonna test 3 colors. This is Rosewood, Toffee, and Berry. I wanted a variety of shades because I'm not an expert when it comes to pH adjusting makeup, but I believe that it turns the makeup more pink. So I didn't just want to test the pink, I wanted a variety of colors. Okay, so right now it's 2:41. We will check this again in 15 minutes compared to fresh swatches. Set timer to 15 minutes. Let's get started with the demos. Pink first, and we're gonna try it applied every way. So right now I'm just applying it directly from the stick to my cheek, and I'm going to blend with a brush. We'll also just apply it with a finger. So far, this was very easy to blend. Now, is it sticky? Minimally. Will hair stick to it? Yes, the hair kind of sticks to it. By the way, on this side, I'm always going to have unset foundation. So I just have the foundation and we're applying the blush on top. And on this side, I have the foundation set with powder. Let's see what happens. I don't know if the level of glow will be different or the level of pigmentation will be different. I think this one looks slightly more saturated, more pink. I'm gonna go in again directly from the stick and blend with, oh, that's bright. Blend it with the brush. This is a BK Beauty 101. This one is not pearlescent and it doesn't have any shimmer. This is just dewy. And yes, it does give us a nice glow, but it does feel sticky. I think that the color in this one is more saturated. So when you apply it on top of powder, the color will pop more. First check-in, it's been 15 minutes. Let's now swatch Rosewood again and Toffee, Berry. So 15 minutes later, do the shades look any different to you? I don't think so. I don't think there's a difference just yet. Yeah, I don't see any difference. So let's wait another 15 minutes. Set timer for 15 minutes. And for foundation, I'm using the Dior stick in the shade 2N. So again, I'm only setting with powder this left cheek. Now let's do Pink Lilac. And this time I'm gonna apply it with a brush. This is a Sephora number 47 foundation brush. So far, the formula is looking very sheer, but it does appear to be buildable. Of course, as we build, the more that we build, the more the dewier it's gonna look, and therefore the stickier is going to be. Do we see a difference between the side with powder and no powder? I'm not seeing any difference. Since we're not seeing a difference between the unset and the set foundation, moving forward, I think I'm just gonna skip the powder step. Does hair stick? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep. If you hate it when your hair sticks to your face and you love these blushes, you're gonna have to wear your hair up. Here is Pink Lilac on one cheek and pink on the other. The way that I'm wearing them right here, they look very similar, but if you were to build them up more, that's when you will be able to notice the difference in color. This is our second check-in. Just put some separators here. Do you guys see a difference in the colors from the oldest set, and the second oldest? Let me do Rosewood again, Toffee, Berry. This is the freshest set of swatches. Do you see any difference with the 30-minute-old swatches? I am not seeing any difference. Okay, let's do it again in 15 minutes. I want to be sure if there is change or there is no change. Okay, set timer for 15 minutes. Next up is Rosewood, and this time I'm going to wait, this is not Rosewood. I mixed up the caps. So we have seen application directly from the stick onto the cheek and grabbing it with a brush. Now I'm just going to use my fingers and tap it on. It's a very melty texture, very balmy, very creamy. So you can move it around easily. Oh, that looks pretty. I really like that. Okay, I really like this color. Let's now. Yeah, so you can totally use your fingers with this formula. Look at that, it's super easy to put on. Should we build it a little bit? Nice, super quick. So this is Rosewood. I think it's safe to conclude that hair will stick to cheeks. Ooh, I've been really curious about trying on Toffee. Let's see what it looks like. This one This one is the most shimmery of all 7. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty beamy. Pretty dewy. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Actually, a little bit more over there. It's nice. I don't know that I love it. No, I do. I think I do like it. Okay, let's do it on the other cheek. I'll do 2 stripes. Ooh, that's our timer. Time to check our pH test. Okay, let's do that. We'll continue the demos in a minute. This is very important. We must see if there have been any changes. At this point, these swatches are 45 minutes old, 30 minutes old, 15 minutes old. Do we see any change? I don't see any difference whatsoever, which, if you ask me, is a good thing, because it's confusing enough to try to pick a shade online, and then they throw in this pH activation thing to say that you're gonna get a custom color. I don't want a custom color. I want brands to accurately show the colors on their website in a way that I know what I'm getting. Those of you who are familiar with makeup with this ingredient, how long do you have to normally wait to see any changes in the colors? We'll do one final check in 15 minutes, just in case. Set timer for 15 minutes. Final check-in for our test. The timer is gonna go off in like 6 seconds. I'm not seeing any difference. They look identical to me. Let me get a third opinion.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want your opinion. Do you think that this color and this color are the same?
It's almost identical.
You think that this one and this one are the same?
This one looks lighter and a little bit more orange, but
What?
it could be the density.
How about, so this one does look different to you than this?
Yeah, but it could be that it looks like you don't have it on as thick.
Yeah, I think I rubbed my arm somewhere, because it's supposed to have this pH adjusting thing that is supposed to give you a custom color, whatever. That's what the marketing says. So these I did like an hour ago.
Okay.
These I did 45 minutes ago, and these I did 30 minutes ago to see.
Oh, because
over time
they're the same colors?
Yeah, they're the same colors. They're just different ages.
Yeah, now that I know that, I don't know if they look different to me. I think it's because I was looking for a difference. Because you asked me if I saw a difference, so I was looking for a difference.
Right.
Now that I know that there's a possibility that they're the exact same colors, these two, right?
Mm-hmm. These and this.
No, they do look a little bit different, but again, I don't know if it's because the pH thing or because of how much product is on there.
They look the same to me.
I'd call it bullshit, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I would call bullshit.
Thanks. So there you have it. I think that we can safely ignore this whole pH adjusting thing. Next up is Candy. I think that this is the other color, aside from Toffee, that is obviously pearlescent. I'm using a Sigma F47 brush. Really pretty color. I'm seeing more pink than coral. To the ooh, hold on. How have I? Now I'm confused. How have I been applying it? Have I been swiping all of them on my cheek? I forgot. Well, I want to add some more, but this time I'll just. The thing is that since they are so sheer, you have to go in again. If you do want to use the brush and not swipe it directly on your cheek, it takes a lot of back and forth. I like this one. But yeah, it's It's leaning pink, but I do see that it's leaning a little bit. That is leaning pink here on the stick. So why am I expecting a peach if I'm seeing that it's pink? Never mind. Yes, this is pink. Next up is cherry. This is not one of the pearlescent ones. This is just dewy. I'm gonna use an F47 brush. So far, I've really liked using this BK Beauty 101 brush for these blushes because since the brush head is so big, I mean, compare it like this, it's just a lot quicker to apply it with a bigger brush, but this will do as well. And last, we have berry. This is not a pearlescent finish either. Oops. There. I could have done with a shorter swipe. Yeah, wow, okay. This is obviously more for a deeper skin tone, so let's do just a little dot. Yeah. With this berry shade, a little bit goes a long way. Now let's take a look at each shade side by side and let me know which one is your favorite. Final thoughts. I'm back to wearing Rosewood, by the way. Let's look at the website here for a second and look at the claims. Blush stick offers 12 hours of custom color. That I don't know. I have not done a wear test. This is a first impressions. I will let you guys know in another video. A light reflecting dewy glow, absolutely. Very light reflecting. I turned down the lights. I'm gonna turn them down even more. Should I? I don't know. No, I mean, it's visible. It's extremely light reflecting, dewy glow finish. Absolutely, I agree. Cheeks look enhanced and plumped. Yes, definitely. The unique pH activating technology. As we saw, no, that's a lie. What else? Moisturizing and comfortable. Yeah, sure, they do feel moisturizing. Creamy texture, extremely creamy, melty, balmy texture. It blends seamlessly into the skin. Absolutely. Blends seamlessly with a brush, with a finger, with straight from the stick, whatever. For a bare skin feel. Based on today's demos, I would say I disagree completely because it is sticky. But yesterday on a bare face, I swiped it on and with this same BK 101 brush, I blended it out and I did get a bare skin feel, but I didn't get the dewiness. So what's the point, right? If one of the main features of these blushes is how gluey and dewy they are, how glowy and dewy, if you want them to look like this, they will be sticky. Waterproof, I don't know about that. Ultra buildable, yes, sure, they are buildable. You will get more pigment if you build it up. What I wanted to come back to though are the finishes. So they tell you that there are pearlescent nudes from subtle pink and pearlescent nudes to cherry red and deep plum. I wish they were a little more specific. What I found is that these three colors have some degree of shimmer or pearlescence. We have Toffee, Candy, and Pink Lilac, with Toffee being the most pearlescent. Let's see if I can accurately show it to you guys here. Okay, so there is Candy, and I think that you can see the pearlescence there. Now let's move over to Pink Lilac. I don't think that this is pearlescent, but it does have some multicolor shimmer. Let's see if I can get the shimmer to show here. Yeah, I think you can start to see the shimmer. Ooh, I can see it on the way over here. I wish we saw, oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, so Pink Lilac has a little bit of shimmer. And then Toffee, as you can see, it's very pearlescent. This is more pearlescent than Candy. Toffee, you see that? The tail here? Yep, so Toffee also. Toffee, there we go. Toffee also has shimmer. Anyone who happens to watch this video and is not into makeup is probably like, this lady is crazy. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend these. You will get a very nice dewy glow, but hair will stick to your cheeks. It did not stick to my cheek there. Hold on. Did I throw it? They don't dry down. Based on what I saw with the hour that I had the swatches on my arm, they stay creamy and dewy and sticky. I'm gonna leave the comparisons and wear test for another video. Right now, we wanted to see what the shades look like and help you decide which color you like best. As far as my favorite, I think Rosewood might be my favorite. Let me know what you guys think also about the pH adjusting thing. Did you notice any change in the color? Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I hope I answered all your questions. I will see you in the next video.